So I've been sat here for about half an hour, 45 minutes. It's currently 3:15 in the morning, and you know, didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but that's not relevant. I go on Facebook, and the first thing I see when I wake up is that Wyndham Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, has passed away at the age of 36. Now, there's not a lot of WWE passing aways or celebrity deaths that really affect me. I think the last one that really affected me was Chester Bennington a few years back, passing away of the S word. I don't want to say it because YouTube can be very, very strict. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I've been sat here, like I say, for about half an hour, 45 minutes, trying to think of some words, and I don't know if this is ever going to reach his family, but I want them to know, if by some miracle this does, that he entertained a lot of people. He entertained a whole generation of wrestling fans. His characters of the Fiend, the Cult Leader, the Muscle Man, Bray Wyatt's Funhouse. If you haven't seen any of that, guys, I beg of you to go watch some of his best moments. He obviously was unfortunately released from WWE back in 2021, but before then, during the pandemic, he was one of the shining beacons in WWE, in my personal opinion. Some people might not have that opinion. That's absolutely fine. We are all entitled to our own opinions, and that is absolutely fine. But for me personally, he was one of the most entertaining. The creative mindset that he had was absolutely out of this world. But bringing a character such as the Fiend, and he entertains us all, man. And of course, he returned only a year ago at Extreme Rules, and it was so amazing with all the teasers, and he got everyone talking, everyone tuning into WWE, what's going to happen next. And that was all down to him. And it really showed as well. And he came back, and he had that match at WrestleMania, and whilst not brilliant, I'll be the first to say that, it was amazing to see him back in a WWE ring again, or just in a wrestling ring at all. And unfortunately, he went away with an illness. Some obviously people were like, he's unhappy with WWE, blah blah. People are reporting that he was unhappy with that Vince McMahon was back, which I think everyone in the wrestling community kind of was. But that wasn't the case. He had an undisclosed illness that was apparently life-threatening. And of course, as WWE fans, we all showed our support, and we all pray, we all hope that he got back. And it was only, about a month ago that it was announced that he was close to returning. However, only a few hours ago, Triple H tweeted to say that he passed away. People are saying it's a heart attack. And yeah, apparently he had COVID earlier this year, which was probably the life-threatening illness. And and of course, COVID can last on your lungs and that. So, but for me, I think of this not new generation, but like since I got back into like WWE for like the past 5-6 years, since 2017. Yeah, I started watching WrestleMania again in 2017 onwards. Bray Wyatt was always one of them like larger than life characters, and like you always was interested in what he would do next. And then, like I say, the Fiend character I think was absolutely brilliant. The Firefly Funhouse was so fun. I remember the first teaser for that. I was genuinely quite like, ooh, this is really kind of spooky. And yeah, I just found his character so captivating. As a huge WWE fan or wrestling fan in general, you know, I think it's absolutely fantastic that he was able to portray these larger than life characters. He is probably, since Jeff Hardy, I think Bray Wyatt, or let's use his real name, Wyndham Rotunda, was probably one of my favourite WWE wrestlers. He is my favourite WWE wrestler. And yeah, like I said at the start of this monologue, a celebrity death or something like this hasn't affected me this hard before since Chester Bennington. But the joys of the 21st century now is YouTube. If you're not familiar with his work, please just type into YouTube Bray Wyatt or The Fiend best moments, and you'll see some of the amazing character work that he did. He leaves behind a wife, children, friends, family, a legacy in WWE that can never ever be replaced. He's now with Brody Lee, aka Luke Harper, another member of the Wyatt family. Thank you, Bray Wyatt. Thank you, Wyndham Rotunda, for being a larger than life character and for entertaining millions and millions of people. Rest in peace, brother. Good night.